I kind of do it maybe every couple of years. I get a wee kind of notion to put things up, and you'd be amazed at some of the stuff that ends up coming to fruition. Welcome to another episode of the YouTube channel. I want to take you through the office setup. I know everyone sees my videos and sees the shoe wall and all my Instagram posts and stuff. Just want to take you through and show you what the setup is. But before I do that, I'm going to do something that I've probably not done before. I want to give a bit of a discount code to everyone that's been following along with the brand rebuild. So if you go to Shopify, you can use the code rebuild20 and they'll give everyone 20% off of their orders. That makes way for new stock and keeps the build process going. So I guess I just wanted to say thanks to everyone. That's why I'm doing that. So yeah, welcome to jump on the site and get a discount. It'll be up for 10 days, so gives you a bit of time if you want to grab something. But yeah, I want to give you a bit of an overview of what the setup is in the office. As you can see, I've got the two 32-inch screens at the back, which makes my life a bit easier, especially getting a bit blinder with my old age. I've got the large TV, usually just have YouTube on, watching some car footage or maybe some music. So that's the kind of setup there. And we've also got obviously the MacBook that powers it all. So pretty tidy setup. I've got the printer just behind the Mac there and the label printer for all the orders. So a bit of a kind of hub, bit of a control centre that I used for Reckless and just doing all my kind of design work. I've also got a vision board, man. Like, I don't know if anyone uses vision boards, but I like to have a bit of a vision board so that it shows what I'm kind of driving towards. I'll put some footage in, but I've got a vision board just up there that I use. And it's funny because I kind of do it maybe every couple of years. I get a wee kind of notion to put things up, and you'd be amazed at some of the stuff that ends up coming to fruition. Like on the one just now, I'd put up getting back to Glasgow, going to LA. I'd put the SoFi Stadium to watch the one of the NFL games. And we obviously went back to Glasgow, and we were meant to go to SoFi to watch the opening game, LA Rams last season, but obviously never got there because Logan ended up being sick. So there's a few things on there, even the pool. The pool looks quite similar to what we've put in. So I like to use vision boards. I don't know, it keeps me kind of focused on what I'm kind of working towards. I've also got these actually, my Matchbox cars. So the Golf, which is what I have just now, the Golf R, and then the GT3 goals. So I always keep them underneath my laptop. It's a wee bit of kind of drive, kind of inspiration. So yeah, and that's the kind of setup here. I've obviously got my shoe wall. I do have a lot of kind of random shoes. I've got some of the kind of standard kind of Jordans and stuff, but I do have kind of some mad shoes. Like, I'll show you this. So this is one of the ponies. It's actually the pony linebacker, and I had this shoe probably when I was, it would have been about 12 maybe, so quite some years ago. And it was actually done, it was an NFL collab that they did. It had the big tongue on it, the NFL logo and stuff, and I had this colourway, the Miami Dolphins colourway. But then Pony released these in the US last year, I believe. And as soon as they popped up, I was like, I need to get that shoe. So tried to get it here, couldn't get it delivered to Australia. Started emailing Pony, said they can't send it. I was kind of relentless and just kept on them. And eventually they said they would send it as long as I just paid the invoice they sent me. So paid the invoice and they sent me the shoe. But it's a bit different. It's probably one I wouldn't wear too often, but quite kind of loud and bit of a kind of minimal colourway. minimal, design, but it's a proper throwback shoe, man. So got that. Also got, like, this is another one that no one would really have. So back in the day, probably similar age actually, would have been like maybe 11 or 12, ended up getting into British Knights. So it was a shoe that people had it back in the UK. I don't know how big they were actually anywhere else in the world, but I actually had the British Knights tracksuit, but I had these shoes. And as much as I probably wouldn't wear them now, it's a proper throwback shoe. Anyone that knows British Knights can comment below if you had them. I had a hectic tracksuit, man. I'll need to maybe see if I can find some pictures and put that in the comments. But the British Knights shoe is a shoe that not many people have. This one's probably, I don't think this is from back then. I think they did like a kind of updated release in maybe 2010. I think this is what this came from. They actually popped up. I seen it randomly when I was searching for them on Amazon, and I ended up getting it for about $120. So mad shoe, British Knights. Shout out British Knights. Yeah, I'll try and get a picture of my trackie. It was pretty hectic. What else? I guess this was a big one for me, was the Glasgow, the Basement collab Glasgow shoe. I think you've maybe seen that on my socials. But that's a Nike Air Max collab with Basement. I think they did like Manchester, London and Glasgow, I believe. And yeah, look, it's got so it's really a kind of spin-off, like back in Glasgow, the Duke of Wellington. It's like a big statue and everybody puts the cone on his head. So it's a bit of like an iconic statue in Glasgow. So that's what the kind of design is around. It's got obviously the orange for the cone. It's got the real people do real things inside with the cones inside. It says that on the bottom as well, the shoe. And it's got like the reflective swoosh. It's a cool shoe, not many people have got that. So it is getting a wee bit broken down from the heat in the office, hence the reason, or another reason we got ducted. But yeah, so that's one of my favourite shoes. Shout out Mrs. P for getting that for me. When they came out, it was a shoe I had to have as a Air Max 90s fan. So got them as well. So that's that. And then obviously over there, I've got my rail, which I tend to put a lot of my samples and stuff on. I like to have the samples just on hand and just I can go over and grab them and work out what kind of designs and what I want to do next. I'll put another video up going through some of them. It's got some old school like hoodie designs, even some of the initial kind of entry t-shirts that I did, the first ones. Got the statement piece, which is a kind of proper throwback shirt that everyone loves. So I'll put up a separate video after this, just showing that. So yeah, that's the office. That's the hub. But it's a good space. I've got good space for kind of designing when I'm in the zone, just get some music on and just kind of vibe. And I've got the inspiration from all the shoes and stuff. So yeah, this is the space. So also just a reminder, if you jump onto the website, I'm going to put it up for 10 days. So it's Rebuild 20. I'll put the link below so you can jump on the site and you can have a look, and I'll give everybody that followed the brand and has been part of the rebuild 20% off, so as we can continue to grow the brand together. Thanks again, everybody. Take care.